was a crippling fall. Well, Jesus said, I see a chance for you to grow. Let's face the storm, go toe to toe. Here we go. Bring on the storm, bring on the thunder. Let it rain, let the hurricanes roar. Oh, I know my Lord can calm the raging sea. But if he says it's good for me, then bring on the storm. Well, most of the time I want to run and hide. I never want to go against the tide. And in the moment, fear and faith collide. Yeah, it's brewing up a storm. I find he can mow me in the rain. And just when I've gotten through the strain, don't stop, you're in the eye of a hurricane. Is it ever gonna end? Well, Jesus said, I see a chance for you to grow. Let's face the storm, go toe to toe. Here we go. Bring on the storm, bring on the thunder. Let it rain, let the hurricanes roar. Oh, I know my Lord can calm the raging sea. But if he says it's good for me, then bring on the storm. Bring it on the storm. I said bring it on the storm. Oh, I know my Lord can calm the raging sea. But if he says it's good for me, then bring on the storm. I said bring it on the storm.
The minute we get into the car and you are all buckled up, the first words out of your mouth are, let's listen to Red Wing. Red Wing is the first song on the first side of a collection of dulcimer mountain music that we bought at Grandma's store. I always think it's funny that you became fixed on that one particular tune.
You didn't know how far it would take you, playing sin's foolish game, and you didn't realize the price that you would have to pay. Was that single time of pleasure? Was it worth the pain you're going through? And have you forgotten in your danger? There's still something you can do. You can come back to Calvary and the love you used to know, and burn all the bridges over that long, lonely road. One prayer today puts you on the narrow way back to Calvary and the love you used to know. The Father's arms are still wide open, and every day He's been watching watching for you, and there is nothing that you could have done that His forgiveness won't see through. Oh, those nights you just thought of Him, those same nights God was thinking of you, and now the road to home is waiting, and the Father's waiting too. You can come back to Calvary and the love you used to know, and burn all the bridges over that long, lonely road. One prayer today puts you on the narrow way back to Calvary and the love you used to know. So run just as fast as you can. Don't let anything stop you from coming home again, again. You can come back to Calvary and the love you used to know, and burn all the bridges on that long, lonely road. One prayer today puts you on the narrow way back to Calvary and the love you used to know. The love you used to know. The love you used to know.
Can you see that rugged preacher, knee deep in the Jordan River? He's got fire in his eyes. Can you hear the words he's speaking? He's calling out to the sinner, come repent and be baptized. They say, hey, ain't you the one the prophet said would come? He said, no, but somebody gotta be a voice in the desert. Somebody gotta make a way for the Lord. Somebody gotta be willing to tell the good news to all of God's children. 'Cause
desert. Somebody gotta make a way for the Lord.
Somebody gotta be willing to tell the good news to all of God's children.
Gotta stand up,
Gonna go wherever.
people need to hear a voice in the desert. You gotta stand up,
You gotta go wherever.
people need to hear a voice in the desert.
People need to hear the voice in the desert. Good morning. This is Chuck Bryant coming in from live in the studios, and I've got some news for you. That's correct. Starting the last week of June, going into July, I'm tearing all of this out. All of this is coming out. The green screen, the CDs, and everything else. We are putting in a whole new station. I've got a couple of desks that have been donated to us from some friends in Thorpe Overthorpe. I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to add one more desk or I'm going to add one long table for what we've got here. We're putting 6 TVs in the back that's going to be showing possibility the radio stations and the TV stations. I hadn't made up my mind yet for the TV, or not TV, for the radio. But I'll let you know that all the TVs are going to be behind me, so you'll see this will be an actual control room now for radio and TV. And we're going to be doing a lot of advertisements, setting up for concerts and stuff like that. Matter of fact, we've got a concert out. I will have all the details on Thursday, but we're doing a big gospel concert in Dalton, and we've already got some groups already signed up. We've got some other groups that we've got to get, and I got to nail down how many groups we're going to have. It's going to be a 6-hour concert. And we're hoping to raise some money for Christmas for some unfortunate kids that families can't help out. So we're going to get help out with all that. And I'm really excited about it. So you are listening to the Chuck Bryant Show live on the WOTG Radio Network. We're on WOTG West. And I forgot to turn that one on. But anyway, we're having such a blast here this morning. I hope everybody is doing well, and we'll get back to the music here. The temperature outside right now in Dalton is 72, and it feels like 72. It's cloudy out there. It's going to be a high of 82 today. Tonight it's going to be 68. We got a 50% chance of rain. It's going to be raining off, I guess, on and off all day. Looks like Miami got part of that tropical depression that went through, and that little bad boy left a lot of water hanging down in Miami, but it don't take much when you're in those low areas. We used to live in Florida. I lived in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, LaBelle, and then we moved up and we lived in St. Pete, Oldsmar, and when we got ready to leave, we lived almost 6 or 7 years in Pinellas Park. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like that word, hurricane. Well, let's get back to the music here. And we had some birthdays this morning that I announced, and Greg Sullivan is one. And I'll get back and letting you know a few others. And thank you for supporting the WOTG network. If you'd like to help support us, go over to Facebook on WOTGTV.com. Scroll down to the bottom, and our page is there. And if you want to help support us on the radio, go to WOTG Radio Network and click down there on the button that says PayPal. PayPal's on both of those. It would help. And I am needing some help with trying to get the material to mount the TVs on the wall. We got to buy 6 brackets to put on the wall. We've got 4. I think we got 4 TVs, and we need 2 more 32-inch TVs. So if you got an extra 32-inch TV that's got HDMI on it and it can be mounted on the wall, let me know. We'd appreciate it. Let's get back to the music. I am Chuck Bryant, your host, on the WOTG Radio Network and WOTG TV. Wow, old-time gospel.
All he needed to breathe life into man. A little boy's lunch, 5 loaves and 2 fishes, and the thousands were fed. A little rock took down a giant. Look through the word, there ain't no denying. He can do a lot with a little, 'cause a little will go a long way. When it's all you got, trust me, it'll move a mountain right out of its place. Even with the smallest seed of faith, he can do a lot, a whole lot with a little. Maybe you'll find yourself down to nothing. It's getting harder to pray. Maybe you feel like the burden's too heavy and hope is slipping away. Cast your cares on the one who is able. Always remember that God is faithful. He can do a lot with a little, 'cause a little will go a long way. When it's all you got, trust me, it'll move a mountain right out of its place. Even with the smallest seed of faith, he can do a lot, a whole lot with a little. When it looks like your race is finished, little is much when God is in it. He can do a lot with a little, 'cause a little will go a long way. When it's all you've got, trust me, it'll move a mountain right out of its place. Even with the smallest seed of faith, with the smallest seed of faith, even with the smallest seed of faith, with the smallest seed of
And there is another birthday out there, and to all the people this morning that has a birthday, let's give them a salute and wishing them to have a very blessed day. And I just heard our very own Linda Mondale is turning 39 again. I don't know how she does it. I don't. I really don't. I don't know how she can do that. But, you know, if she's saying it, I'm sticking to it because that's just the way it is. Let's give a big school bell welcome to all these birthdays. That's right, school is out, and we're going to get back to some music. I want to wish everybody that's having a happy birthday today a very special day on this June 7th of 2022, and I will be letting you know that the days are counting down. That's right, the days are counting down to June the 30th, and for my birthday this year, we're changing the studio. A lot of the stuff that you see are going to be kind of spread it out on some areas, and we're kind of changing this room. And in the near future, we're going to be moving. We don't know when, and that'll be God's grace when that happens. We're going to put in a really big studio, like with a control room, because in the back of me, you're going to see 6 monitors starting, and you're going to see the TV stuff in the back of us. And where I can keep a control on it. I'm going to have more space to where I can work on radio, and the other studio that we have in the next room is strictly going to be for production and stuff like that. But this room is all going to be for TV and radio. I'm excited about what God's got going on for us. That was a vision that he gave me a couple weeks ago about building this into a control room and it being a production room for the radio and the TV. I'm really excited. Let's get back to the music. And next up is Messiah Call.
I can't tell you how it happened, how it ended up that way, but I can recall the torment and the fear. Possessed by many demons, controlled by their desires, separated from the ones who love me dear. The madmen of Gadara, the mockers often shouted as they walked past the tombs where I dwell. Then one day a stranger came and like dispelled the darkness. I raised my hands and every shackle fell. When Jesus stops by, everything changes. All that looks hopeless, he rearranges and makes all things new and pulls you through when you thought you couldn't make it. When Jesus stops by, watch the impossible vanish. The hope that was lost, just like that, is replenished. Tears of sorrow dry, happiness comes to life when he stops by. Well, I did not understand. He and you would be so kind to me. That day I carried on my back a dry and empty vessel, a heavy load of haunting memories. My life in Samaria had been a life of shame. He seemed to know me well, but never once condemned. He spoke of living water that would quench my endless thirst. I'll never be the same since I've met him. When Jesus stops by, everything changes. All that looks hopeless, he rearranges and makes
stops by, everything changes. All that looked hopeless, he rearranges and makes all things new and pulls you through when you thought you couldn't make it. Jesus stops by, watch the impossible vanish. The hope that was lost, just like that, is replenished. Tears of sorrow dry, happiness comes to life when he stops by. Tears of sorrow dry, happiness comes to life when he stops by. When he stops by.
Life is so uncertain. What will tomorrow bring? Another day of suffering or another day of pain. But there's one thing that's for certain, and on this you can depend. When the storms rage all around you, he will calm your troubled wind. God's still in control, and whatever you're facing, rest assured he knows. Your hand he will hold. Don't you ever doubt it, 'cause he knows all about it. God's in control. Walking through the desert, many times I lose my way. You are always there beside me to help me when I go astray. In my darkest hour, it seems you'd never hear my plea. I remember you said in your promises, Lord, then you'd carry me. God's still in control, and whatever you're facing, rest assured he knows. Your hand he will hold. Don't you ever doubt it, 'cause he knows all about it. God's in control. So if you're up against a mountain you can't move, just give it to the mountain mover. He'll see you through. See you through. God's still in control, and whatever you're facing, rest assured he knows. Your hand he will hold. Don't you ever doubt it, 'cause he knows all about it. God's in control. Don't you ever doubt it, 'cause he knows all about it. God's in control. God's in control.
Stillness fill the heavens on crucifixion day.
Elijah went down to the house of a widow. He said, fetch me some water and something to eat on.
Said, man of God, it is no lie.
Only have enough for my son and die. He said, widow woman, have no fear, 'cause God's gonna do a miracle here. As a drink from a well that never runs dry, be at the table of the Most High. Then I have every need supplied. Worry, why should I? He is my shepherd and I shall not want. Never-ending blessings flowing from His throne. My ever-present help in the time of trouble. I have a heavenly constant resource. A heavenly constant resource. The widow obeyed the words of Elijah. She dipped from the barrel and kept on a dipping.
She poured from a cruise that never ends dry. Her and her son did not have to die.
Well, little is much, but God is in it. If we believe He will send it. 'Cause I drink from a well that never runs dry. At the table of the Most High. Then I have every need supplied. Worry, why should I? He is my shepherd and I shall not want. Never-ending blessings flowing from His throne. My ever-present help in the time of trouble. I have a heavenly constant resource. A heavenly constant resource. He is my shepherd and I shall not want. Never-ending blessings flowing from His throne. Heavenly constant resource. A heavenly constant resource. A heavenly constant resource. A heavenly constant resource.
CD Tuesday coming up next.
How can you call it old-time religion when it's right here and right now? Ain't nothing old about God's Holy Spirit. He's the same today as yesterday. Evermore shall He be. He's gonna reign eternally. Go ask the children, young men and women. Ask them if my Jesus is alive. They're gonna tell you all about amazing grace. They're gonna let you know my King is in this place. How can you call it old-time religion when it's right here and right now? I gotta watch on. I know what time it is. Yeah, and I'm not the only one. Don't try to say you haven't seen the signs, or try to tell us it's all in our mind. Some folks will hear it, some eyes will see it. Good thing it ain't up to me. How can you call it old-time religion when it's right here and right now? Ain't nothing old about God's Holy Spirit. He's the same today as yesterday. Evermore shall He be. He's gonna reign eternally. It was good for my
Let's get back to the music here, guys, on CD Tuesday. Praise God. Hallelujah.
Step by step, we move along, note by note, singing our song, hour by hour, in His holy power, we press on to the prize. There's a finish line for the weary and the strong. We haven't reached it yet, but we keep on traveling on, traveling on. Step by step, we move along, note by note, singing our song, hour by hour, in His holy power, we press on to the prize. Mountains may be tall, but they're not too hard to climb. Don't give in to giving up, take one hill at a time, at a time. Step by step, we move along, note by note, singing our song, hour by hour, in His holy power, we press on to the prize. Bit by bit, all the pieces come together. Storm by storm, we survive any weather. Test by test, trial by trial, victories come, smile by smile. Step by step, we move along, note by note, singing our song, hour by hour, in His holy power, we press on to the prize. We press on to the prize. We press on to the prize. Step by step, we move along, note by note, singing our song, hour by hour, in His holy power, we press on to the prize. We press on to the prize. We press on to the prize.
There was a king in the Bible made an image of gold, but the three Hebrew boys would not bow as they were told. The king then commanded they be thrown in the fire that was 7 times hotter.
Looked like they would surely die.
But the three Hebrew boys had just one thing to say: the God who we serve can deliver us today. They tied him up and cast him in the flames that very hour, but they were protected by a supernatural power. Your God will walk beside you in the midst of the fire. He will never ever leave you when you're going through a trial. When you're downhearted, He's the lifter of your head. And when you're in need, He will supply your daily bread. So don't be discouraged when the pressures of life are coming against the very thoughts in your mind. My God is still able to deliver today. Just trust Him when you pray. The servants looked down into the furnace to see just what had happened to the Hebrew three. lifter of your head. And when you're in need, He will supply your daily bread. So don't be discouraged when the pressures of life are coming against the very thoughts in your mind. My God is still able to deliver today. Just trust Him when you pray. My God is still able to deliver today. Just trust Him when you pray.
Who's gonna win this battle that you're in right now? Will you be standing when the dust is landing on the ground? Is there a way when there is no way, no how? If you're asking me, I'd have to say you see. I've been there, I've done that. I've seen God move in no time flat. He doesn't love me more than He loves you. And when this thing is through, you'll say it too. You'll say it too. I know this testimony will be your testimony. I know this testimony will be your testimony. I've been there, I've done that. I've seen God move in no time flat. He doesn't love me more than He loves you. And when this thing is through, you'll say it too. You'll say it too. I've been there, I've done that. I've seen God move in no time flat. He doesn't love me more than He loves you. And when this thing is through, you'll say I've been there, I've done that. I've seen God move in no time flat. He doesn't love me more than He loves you. And when this thing is through, you'll say it too. You'll say it too. Through the lines upon her face, I could see amazing grace. And as she bowed her head to pray, I would often hear her say, I know that you are there through the depths of my despair. Jesus, hold tightly to my hand till I reach the promised land. Disappointments filled her life, brought sorrow, pain, and strife. But when she bowed her head to pray, I would often hear her say, I know that you are there through the depths of my despair. Jesus, hold tightly to my hand
again. As she bowed her head to pray, I would often hear her say, I know that you are there through the depths of my despair. Jesus, hold tightly to my hand till I reach the promised land. When the years had taken toll, trusting God with her soul, one last time she bowed to pray. Here's what we heard her say. I know that you are there through the depths of my despair. Jesus, hold tightly to my hand, lead me through the promised land.
The life you are living, don't you know someone is watching you? It may be your friend and it might be your neighbor, so be careful of the things you say and do. Your life's the only Bible that some people read. That's why we must be careful of the things that we do. So look at your life, the life you are living. You're the only Bible some people read. You may say to yourself, that's my life I'm living, so I'll do the things that I want to do. But friend, where you go, the things you are doing, just remember someone is watching you. Your life's the only Bible that some people read. That's why we must be careful of the things that we do. So look at your life, the life you are living. You're the only Bible some people read. Your life's the only Bible that some people read. That's why we must be careful of the things that we do. So look at your life, the life you are living. You're the only Bible some people read. You're the only Bible some people read.
How y'all enjoying that so far here on CD Tuesday? We're going to be heading out of here today. We've got some stuff to do here in the shop, and I've got to get Miss Donna taken care of. Coming up is Marty. Hang on just